Hello everyone, hello, Cesare here with more World of Warcraft. Joining me is of course Piamet and all the Jubs, which are weirdly moving away from us. There they are, they're back. Kinda, they're crawling all over this Tauren. That's what he gets.
The Jubs you were talking about.
Look at them, they're adorable there. They're so tiny. That one's really active. Let him go. Jerked. Anyway, this is an exciting time for us. We are currently in Vashj'ir. We made some really good progress last week. We went through a good portion of the Kelthar forest, and then we went through the rest, or Nespirah. We got a little bit left of this part of Vashj'ir, which is the Shimmering Expanse, before we head over to the Abyssal Depths. Now, if I remember correctly, the Abyssal Depths looks fairly large, but most of it is empty space. So, let's talk to Legionnaire Nazgrim here and figure out where to go next.
Strength and honor.
It appears that I owe you my life yet again. Thank Hellscream that you found me before you and your shaman activated those biodefenses. Lots of questions here. Deep attraction. I've been able to help some of the survivors make it to the cave, but it's starting to get hairy out there. If we didn't have enough problems, some glowing murlocs started creeping up from the nearby crevice to attack the stranded survivors. The men up there are warriors. They won't go down without a fight, but they're much worse for the wear after that damn shell. If you have any breath left in your lungs, get up there and take out some of those murlocs. Hellscream's eyes are upon you.
Go forth to victory.
A lot of the men have made it to the cave yet. It's a safe bet that they're stranded at the vents on the ridge above us. I found some spiraling shells on the way here. They don't produce much air, but it was enough for us to make it to the cave. I need to stay here to count heads and get them back to their feet as soon as they arrive. Do me a favor, go collect those spiral lung shells and give them to my men that are still up on the ridge. And then give them a quick swift in the ass so that they get moving.
Go with honor.
Hey, you talk to this lady. Tulra.
You wish to speak?
Okay. Were they trying to starve us all to death? Not giving prisoners food is just despicable. We need to get these soldiers fed. The best prospect I spotted on the way here were those giant grouper. Several of those, and we shouldn't want for meat for a while. If you can bring me back some, I'll see to it that it gets cooked and passed out fairly.
Walk with the earth, brother.
Yeah.
What?
Fiasco Sizzlegrin. Crafty crabs. He was that darn crab. Here I was, all the exercise. I thought that all the exercise from walking here was making me super buff. My pack just keeps getting lighter and lighter. But no, the crab snipped a hole in my bag and all my parts were falling out the whole way here. Please, help a good-looking goblin out, will ya? Go back and help me pick up all my stray parts. I'm sure those conniving, vicious little crabs ran off with some of them too. Man, why do crabs keep stealing this guy's shit?
They do?
Yeah, we had to help him with fight crabs before.
What?
And some of the crabs had some of his parts on them.
What?
Yeah, it was like up here, just by the Silvertide Hollow. Up in the Glimmering Grotto area.
The fuck?
Yeah, it was last week.
Where did you want to go?
Fight the crabs.
Ew,
Giant
there's
isopod.
fucking... Ew.
You don't like the cockroaches?
That's disgusting. Why are there so many? Why are there any at all?
Excellent question. Snapchat. Well, at least we got Snapchat me.
Yeah.
So as you guys can see, Tiamat does not like cockroaches. She is not a fan.
Just, like, I mean, I guess some people must, but still, really, does anyone normal?
Tiamat.
I don't.
What? I'm being eaten, I think. I don't know, my camera went weird.
You are being eaten.
Oh, I couldn't see because like the camera spun around and I just couldn't see through that red
Well, if you let
Massive.
me fight it, then you'll see. I have to have threat.
Well, I haven't hit it, so...
Oh, I'm
Look,
being eaten, look.
That's hilarious.
Do you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
I couldn't see because my camera spun around and I was stuck in this red kelp over here.
Spiral.
You found a shell?
Got it.
I haven't seen any shells yet.
They're here.
I see it.
They have nameplates,
Yeah, I see that.
so that's helpful.
Okay, I'm getting caught fighting with me.
Aha.
What? Oh, this crab shadow step. Make any goddamn sense.
Crabs.
Do you know of any crabs that can shadow step?
Citizen Snips?
Can Citizen Snips shadow step?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I guess that would make sense as to why he's the most notorious murderer. Yeah, 6 parts.
It's like, go kill all the wildlife.
See, yeah, that seems to be the quests in the Shimmering Expanse. Or in, Vashj'ir.
Pretty much.
There are
In
some,
Hydra, we had to save them. Now
yeah,
we have to kill them.
there's some cool quests coming up. Like, as you can see, there's an underwater
No.
city here.
There's not.
What? Alright. I run over as to fight and immediately get eaten. There's a group rope I'm gonna pull.
Okay.
So rude. I don't remember them doing that. Anyway, so yeah guys, we did a lot of nothing over the holidays in terms of WoW, but I was supposed to lead the event. Oh, clearly we don't need to kill groupers anymore, just crabs. Anyway, I was going to lead PMN's character through Dragon Soul, but she was all
yes.
like, yeah, let's do that, and then she never wanted to.
It's been a busy week.
What? You did absolutely nothing all week.
What's up the small fish? You didn't need to fight it.
I didn't mean to fight it. It walked into my neck. I thought that said mirrored junk. Shell.
What?
There's apparently a crab here in this, not the sun, in the abyssal depths named
You can have it.
Ghost Crawler.
Oh
That's
yeah, Ghost Crawler.
Named after one of the devs. Devs? I don't know if he was a dev or something else.
It's
but-
like the most famous one.
Yeah.
He's gone now.
Alright, so we have to go up, I guess? What are we looking for? Oh, no, we're looking for crabs still.
Whatever.
There's a crab.
I think maybe I got all of my shells.
No, the shells you gotta use to rescue the prisoners, so we only need 4 apiece, I think, unless it's not shared.
Oh.
Get back here, killing crab.
Oh.
It doesn't appear to. Oh, there it is, okay. Got 1 part from it. Oops. Citizen Snaps! There's another one. Another 2. Spotted swellfish. How do you feel about spotted swellfish?
They're nice.
We need 3 more parts, or at least I do. There's 2 more crabs over here.
Yeah, 3 also.
Well, little fish.
Yeah. That'll happen.
bullet though? Okay,
Yeah.
10 more parts. There's a fish crab right here. 3 crabs.
Oh, it's called Sand Step.
Oh,
There we go.
I get it. Alright. So now we gotta go up above and find survivors and kill Murlocs. Alright, well, here's a Murloc.
Oh, my depth perception.
We'll be alright. Okay, this time we don't have to collect anything, we just gotta kill things.
That's good. Ah, survivors.
Alright, you rescue one. Oh, I kill this dude. Oh, they have to follow us? Oh, there,
No.
I see them. There's a group of survivors just over here.
Loktar! What do you need?
Oh yeah, it's shared, so...
Yeah.
Alright, looking for Murlocs. Okay. There's a dead one.
I found one here. I went back towards where the blue bubble is.
Winter using her Force Lightning.
What?
Like how they added that into the game.
It's not called Force Lightning.
It's basically Force Lightning, let's be real.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Blood and thunder. Sug.
I like how there's all these shells up here by them anyway, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, they could just go collect them themselves, but they're not going to.
Good news, I can hearth to Orgrimmar again.
Oh, excellent. Good news, everybody.
This is that. That's the last one.
Excellent.
Oh. What?
I don't know why that guy got there, but
Okay.
let's talk to him.
Makes sense.
Never underestimate the appeal of something shiny. Glad you know a quick buck when you see one. Pleasure doing business with you, gorgeous.
I was just giving these guys air.
Oddly revealing chest guard. What? It's not revealing at all.
I didn't
Move
get
it.
anything.
Kind of choice between that and a weapon. Oddly revealing chest guard. It's not even revealing. There you go.
Yay.
Back to the cave. Our first round of quests complete.
First ever quests.
Evacuation come.
What is that from?
Austin Paris.
Oh. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Loktar!
Thank you, warrior. You've proven very useful.
Dabu. Strength and honor.
Do you know what it is to carry yourself with honor, warrior? Or you know what it is like to carry yourself with honor, warrior. Monk, you do Hellscream proud.
Strength.
Yeah, just wait.
Ah, I've been expecting
Oh,
you.
with all the rumbling bellies, it sounds like there's a monster in this cave. It's putting my nerves on edge. That's disgusting. Now to hold up my end of the bargain. I'll get this cooked and passed out immediately. You and I will have a talk later. I'm going to need help that these soldiers just can't offer.
Yeah. Wrist guards that are finally an upgrade.
May the
I got
eternal
a
sun
side grade
shine
chest
on you.
piece, which I guess I'll use.
Silky says, hello, Sasori. Hello, Windrig. Hello, Silky.
Oh. Oh, it's not a dress anymore, so I'm not gonna use it. I like the dress better.
Alright.
I should open your stream so I can have my slime there. Hold on.
You should definitely have the slime here.
Bow!
I'm gonna go sell stuff to this NPC real quick. You, engineering supplies.
I know a buyer when I see one.
How you doing, Silky? What's going on today? Oh, no, give me that traveler's backpack. I almost saw that.
Bow.
How do you feel about Bo?
I feel like this.
That is Bo. It's like Bo's calling card because now there's a Bo on stream.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a Silky Kittens. He's a green slime. I need to get to work on getting the other slimes done now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go talk to a Lendry Goldenbrow.
You see what I did?
You did Olaf and Symmetra.
Yeah. I remember when you were like, I don't really like how Symmetra's reacting to that slime.
Baladash Malinore.
Look. Luminol, Miro, is it? I need your help. I know most everyone in this cave thinks that we're not in a position to be worrying about anything but our own hides right now, but I cannot dismiss my ancestors so readily. This is one of the royal cities of the elves in the days when Ashara was queen. In this city lie the keys to a lore long lost and artifacts of unimaginable historical value. All I want from you, while you're out in the city proper, is to keep a watchful eye out for objects of significance.
Alright.
Stay the course.
And then what?
Yeah. Good question.
Stronghold.
Naga. Valflon spits on the ground in disgust. Pugh. It was foolish of them to think they could make an orc labor at their whip. We will make every last one of them regret not killing us when they had the chance. What do you mean it was foolish of them? I think throughout the entire game so far, we've seen like 70 slave camps that had orcs in them.
Well, you know.
A better vantage. This cave is our only refuge. There's no help on the way. Whatever happens, this cave must remain safe, or we are all sure to die down here. We need a forward post to launch our attacks from, something defensible. In the eastern portion of the ruins, on the lowest level, scout the north end of the gardens, the passage leading under the main structure just west of the gardens, and the cluster of buildings at the southeast corner of the ruins, under the bridges. Bring me back any information you find. Alright. At least he gives us a task. You bought the Game of Thrones books, then you might play Hacker's Memory. It's okay, I think you should probably put those two things in order, unless you can read really fast. The Game of Thrones books are really long, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I mean, even if you're a quick reader, and I don't doubt that you are, it's still going to take quite a while to read through all of them.
I don't know how many there are. I know I stopped reading on like the third book.
Well,
But
hey,
I'm not as fast as a reader as some people are probably. You know, at my age, I don't get to do a lot of reading unless I like outright try to. Back in high school, it was like, yeah, I have free time. I'll just take out a book because I read all the time anyway.
and you're not allowed to do anything because your parents restricted everything that you did.
Well, that's true. In high school, they're like, no, you can't like, play video games with kind of devices. At least back then, I mean, it didn't really work that way anyway. So.
Yep. Caught off guard. Our escape from the shell can't have gone unnoticed, but either the Nog at these ruins weren't informed or they don't consider us a threat. I don't intend to take the opportunity for granted. We strike now. I need you to slip into the lower levels of the ruins to our west and take out as many of their patrols as you can. We cannot risk any of those patrols finding out about our occupation of this cave. Make sure none escape.
For the Horde.
Hey, go kill their people. They're not aware that we're here, but once they start losing members, they're gonna figure something's up.
What do you need?
I've taken the liberty of performing some preliminary scouting. The Naga may not be aware of our position, but they're not entirely unprepared for intruders. Beyond their patrols, they have set up magical sentry devices that will warn them of unmagical or unwelcome guests. Fortunately, they seem to have sacrificed quality for quantity, and there are definitely a window in which the devices can be destroyed before their alarms are answered. I trust that you can see to this before our other soldiers arrive. Destroy 8 Vashj'ir monitors, and as a reward, I get chest guard of alarming dreams.
Go.
Well, that's
I have
alarming.
alarming dreams.
I believe that.
I have alarming everything. Look what Bo did.
Bo. She won 5.
Bo.
But yeah, Silky, the last really long book series I read was, okay, unless you count Star Wars as a book series, and, was probably Lord of the Rings, and I went through that really quick. Or Harry Potter, I guess, but I never, like, I didn't sit down and read all 7 of them in order like I did Lord of the Rings. Alright, there's a sentry right below us, I think. Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, you got it. Alright. What are we looking for? Ah, patroller. Follow me.
I mean, you could maybe count the Warcraft books, but I wouldn't.
I mean, if I were to read them all in order, it would
Yeah,
definitely
if
take
like
a while.
you decide to read them all now, then. Oh, I hate hamstring.
Oh, hamstring's the fucking worst.
It's pretty rough.
It lasts so long. Why does this game hate me? Oh, anyway, when it comes to the Star Wars books, though, I've been reading through those slowly. Mostly because
Don't forget 50 Shades of Grey.
No, I don't read that shit.
You read it.
I didn't.
Uh.
I read the Twilight books because my friend promised me that they get good eventually, and they
Oh,
never
right.
did.
Zale makes fun of me saying that I must love 50 Shades of Grey.
You probably did.
No! Look, just because I own the first book.
No, I actually might own the first book as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Silly
well,
gave me the first book because it was like his brother's, and then his brother left it there, and I don't think
Yeah.
it was even originally his brother's, and then Silly had it, and he was like, sure, here, you can take it, because
I think I may have acquired it through my friend Sarah, who left it at my
I
place.
never finished it.
I remember picking it up and reading one line from like page 128 or something. I was like, yep, I'm not reading this. This is terrible.
What pissed me off the most in reading it was that, like, they keep talking about her inner goddess dancing and shit, and it's like, what? My inner goddess did a jig. Like, what does that mean? I don't relate to that as a woman.
Well,
Am I supposed to?
Maybe her inner goddess is like a slime avatar.
No.
And the
How dare you
slime's, and the
compare.
slime's doing dances.
No.
Doing exclamation point dance.
Ugh.
Oh, these patrollers are certainly making it easy for us. Hanging out around the sentries. Anyway,
Yeah.
I've been reading the Star Wars books, and I started at the earliest book back, which was like 24,000 or something years before Luke is born. And I've been reading up to, well, whatever the latest book in the timeline is, and this is before they retconned it all and got rid of everything, when Disney took over. So I still want to read them because they're
Most of
interesting.
my statues. Oh, here's a statue.
Yeah, there's 2 statues there. Well,
Queen Ashara.
don't explore them without me. 'Cause
Oh. Huh.
look how
Sorry,
happy
I
she looks.
forgot. Huh?
I said, look how happy she looks.
Her hair is merged with her back.
Well, it is a statue.
Well,
Queen Ashara, let the statue stand in testament to our unending devotion to our venerable queen, Ashara. For those who don't know, Ashara caused the downfall of the, well, the entire world, technically, but the Night Elven people in general.
She did her best.
Nespirah Vash. This monument stands testament to the benevolent leadership of our beloved matron Nespirah Vash. For 100 years, she ushered the people of her gleaming city, Vashj'ir, into an age of endless prosperity. May she and her daughter, the radiant Lady Vash, continue to light the way of our people in our darkest nights for hundreds of years to come. Those of you that played Warcraft 3, you should recognize Lady Vash. Those of you who did the Serpentine Cavern in Warcraft, World of Warcraft only, should still recognize Lady Vash because she's the ambassador.
I like how the statues are identical, so it's like, yeah, you're special.
But the guy statues, look, they get special ones.
Yeah, the female statues are like...
Look, the female statues are the same. Okay, who's this one? Okay, you get to read this one.
High Priestess Cyrilyn. Let this statue stand as an everlasting testament to High Priestess Cyrilyn in the name of all she has done to nurture Qualdamore Temple into a glowing beacon of faith. May her newfound service under Queen Ashara herself shine as a testament to the potential of the noble growth nurtured in our beloved Vashj'ir. I don't know what that means.
So is this like the Water Temple in Zelda? No, the Water Temple in Zelda is a dungeon, whereas this is an actual entire zone.
This is like a dungeon because I hate it.
Alright, you get to read this one too. We're in like an ancient Night Elven city.
High Ranger Valarian. In memory of the hallowed hero Vashj'ir, the High Ranger Valarian. By his life he granted us beauty and tranquility to the streets of our exquisite city. By his death he banished our fears and created long-lasting peace for our people. May his sacrifice never be forgotten. Okay.
So basically, Silky, about 10,000 or more years ago, Queen Ashara decided she wanted to use something called the Well of Eternity to get more power than she already had, because the Well of Eternity was an endless font of magical power, but she wanted more. So she used that well to summon in the Burning Legion, a host of demons that held untold power. Anyway, they swarmed across the land, and the Night Elves and other races fought them off while Queen Ashara tried to get the people to, you know, fight. Eventually, she, they stop her and destroy the Well of Eternity, which also prevents her from contacting the demons anymore. But the old gods, when they destroyed the Well of Eternity, it ripped the world apart. And as she was dying, the old gods turned her into a Naga, and she now leads the Naga. And these kingdoms here are all the kingdoms of hers that are under the sea. Okay, what are we looking for over here? There's a quest. Okay. Structures of Qualdamore. Okay, we gotta scout these, I guess. Oh, there's a skeleton down here.
No, there's not.
Okay, let's go in here. There we go.
Scouting.
Alright, you get to read this.
This is a bone. All around you lay the remnants of a fierce battle. The Naga skeletons are no surprise, but the weapons and remains of their apparent opponents are somewhat more unexpected. Amidst the bones, you spot a strangely prominent piece of metal jutting out from one of the skulls. It's difficult to tell what sort of weapon it might have once been part of, but it stands out sufficiently to prompt you to retrieve it as evidence. No, it doesn't. Surely someone back at the cave would be interested in this revelation. No.
Alright, Silky.
Dude, this is a huge fucking skeleton. What the heck?
It's a Vrykul. It's a big skeleton, too. This one's even bigger. What the fuck is this? They do look kind of like Vrykul skeletons, though. Silky, does she have more about the sea? Do you mean more cities? Because, yes, there were a lot of cities that didn't get flooded.
There's a tunnel west to scout.
Yeah, we're gonna go look at
To
all
scout.
We're gonna go over here. But yeah, there's lots of cities and stuff littering around the entire world that you can go to that were hers.
I scouted it.
Some of them were dungeons. There's one more thing we gotta... Oh, I didn't scout it. I think it's not saved.
Yeah,
Or shared.
that's fine.
Alright. Hey, P!
Oh, Bo disappeared. Oh no. Bo.
You gotta talk.
Bo.
She, Yeah, so there's lots of Night Elven ruins. In fact, many of the races in Azeroth come from Night Elves. The Blood Elves, they originally Night Elves. The High Elves, originally Night Elves. The Void Elves, technically, originally Night Elves.
Orcs, originally Night Elves.
Orcs, not from this world, so not originally Night Elves.
Goblins, originally Night Elves.
I don't know about that.
Gnomes,
Blood and
originally
thunder.
Night Elves.
A better vantage. This is good intel. You have a sharp eye, warrior. It sounds like the building north of the gardens will make a suitable forward post. I will send some men immediately and start defensive preparations, and we will reposition there as soon as possible. Caught off guard. Excellent work, warrior. I will get some patrols out of our own to make sure that no more Naga will get within sight of this cave. We should have the area secured within the hour. Yes, warrior? A shard of metal? The remains that you describe sound much like sea Vigil we encountered in Northrend. We'll not be striking any alliances with their sort, no matter the cause. Still, this is information worth their sword, no matter the cause. Still, this is information that may prove useful in the future. I will think on it further if time permits. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Go forth to victory.
Well done, Miro. And just in time, too. The captain just started sending more men out, strong axe arms, but I doubt they possess quite the same awareness and finesse that you do. We were lucky to have you here when things went south. I suspect you will have a large role to play in the things to come as well. Chest card of alarming defenses. Actually, it's got dodge on it. I think I want to swap to it.
For the horde.
It's alarming. Ha.
Of alarming dreams, not defenses. Alright, let's not this person.
Do you see that
The
lady came up
eternal
and said
sun
some
guides us.
Yeah, read that.
Time is of
Okay.
the essence.
Hold on. Let me have a look at that shard, would you, Captain? I could feel its power radiating from the other side of the cave.
Of course, it's all yours.
Thank you.
Alright, let's talk to her. Try in her quest.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking this seriously. This is some of the first definitive proof of other members of the Vashj'ir family. Very interesting. And I'd never even heard of either of the other two figures you mentioned until now. So much of our history was lost during the Sundering. It's exciting to have a chance at reclaiming some of it.
Sure.
Sure!
Remember the sun
Alright,
well.
alright, new claim. New claim? New cave.
Clape.
Silky says, is there someone who only kills night elves called Everything Slayer? And P says, maybe the orcs. They like killing shit and have dumb names.
Yeah, they do. That's a very good point.
Orcs are just the best race. Come on, just accept it. Nah, trolls are. Trolls are the oldest race, unless you consider the Klaxi. They haven't really said which one of the those races are the older. Or older now.
The
No.
winds guide you.
Draenei.
Draenei might be older in terms of actual length, but
Naru.
the oldest one on Azeroth is either trolls or the Klaxi. Alright,
What
Visions of
about
the Past.
Titans?
Well, I guess they're not technically from Azeroth, but they would be older than the trolls and the Klaxi.
What about Algalon?
Algalon is created by the Titans, so I doubt it.
No. Okay. The shard you recovered looks to be of Naga origin. I had hoped to find a strong focal object like this for a spell I've been working on that would allow us to glimpse into the recent past. I've enchanted the blade, but you'll have to take it to a place where we know its owner was. I want you to travel back to the site where you found it and use the blade. Perhaps we can uncover more behind what the Naga are doing here. Even better, maybe we'll uncover a weakness that will give us a better chance.
Winds be at your back.
Windry, one.
Blade of the Vashj'ir Battle Maiden.
Why does Jumbling Bot just give Windry lots of jobs?
Huh?
That's what Silky asked.
Oh, I used the slots.
Yeah, if you use the interface under the
Oh.
under the stream, you don't actually have to type anything into the chat, guys. You can
Yeah.
pop it out too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you guys
Plus,
said that?
then, like, if you if you want to play slots repeatedly, I mean, there's a delay between it, but it like keeps the number that you typed in. So
It's true.
if you want to play it again later, you can just press the button.
Oh, hang on, I gotta reset recording.